Alright, so the scissors, my weapon of choice is going to be the Tomb 45 scissors. You can pre-order them right now at tomb45.com. They'll be shipping sometime late January. So with all further ado, let's get started. So this is going to be a burst fade, all scissors. It'll be bald on the sides. We'll clean up his hairline with the scissors. Just at the very end, I'll line it up with the trimmers, but just to give you guys an idea, we're not using any thinning shears. We're just using straight scissors and scissor over comb. And what I'm doing right now, what I was doing was I was kind of clearing the bulk just like you would with clippers. And now I'm gonna bald it out. And just like you do a burst fade, you bald out kind of like a rainbow shape right in the middle. Try to bald it out. And what I generally like to do is kind of freehand it. I don't want the hair to be wet. I want it to be a little bit wet so that the blade, so it's easier for the blade to work. But I don't want it to be too wet to where it's like there's a bunch of weight on the hair. So, you know, what I'm generally doing is kind of freehanding up into about a half, what looks like a half, and my comb is like a number 1 guard. So once I finish this portion from bald to about a half, freehanding it, and you got to go against the grain the same way you would with clippers, then I'll start using my comb as a guard to blend it up from a 1 to the top. So I'm gonna shut up, I'm gonna let you guys watch, and I'll chime in every now and then. Now when I flip the comb to the fine tooth side, it's generally to get a little bit more tension on the hair, and like probably the hair that's not necessarily the longer portion, but kind of like in between, probably from the 1 guard. Let's pretend I'm using a 1 guard to about the 2 guard. I'm using the fine tooth comb so I can really control the hair as I'm bringing it up and I'm doing scissor over comb. Guys, it's really important to keep the steel blade still when you're cutting, especially using the comb. And I'm generally cutting what's coming off of the spine, but sometimes I'll go above it, just because, man, it's such short hair. You just kind of want to almost like clip over comb with scissors, right? You just kind of want to just take off everything that's coming off that comb, depending on where you're at and how short the hair is. And this point cutting technique was just kind of me trying something out. Doesn't work that well. You know, most of the blending was done with freehanding and scissor over comb. you'll notice that I'm using the wider tooth combs, the wider tooth of the comb. And again, that's about my 2 guard and above. That's what I'm using for scissor over comb. It lets that thick hair feed more easily and just kind of lay on that spine, so I can go ahead and cut whatever's coming off that spine, the spine of the comb, I mean. And from this angle, you guys can see the blend pretty much coming together. And now we're gonna start lining him up with the scissors. And what you want to do is you want to use the steel blade, rest that on the skin, and then, you know, keeping that steel blade still, you're just using your thumb to close the cutting blade. And it works like trimmers, right? Like trimmers have a steel blade and a cutting blade. Same thing with scissors. Now, it was a little hard to get to like clean everything up from this angle. Like if I was left-handed, it'd be much easier. But what I generally did at this portion I did really small. I cut in really small sections, and I just kind of used the point of the scissor to kind of do all my cleaning up. And you guys can see the lineup is coming together. So I mean, you guys kind of get the point. I'm gonna just go ahead and start cleaning it up with the trimmers. I could have done the whole lineup with scissors. You guys get the point now. But this is pretty much the finished product, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Share this video. Let's make it go viral, man. It is possible to do a fade with just about anything that cuts hair. I've proven it with the razors and now with the scissors and obviously with the clippers, man. I appreciate you guys watching the video. Don't forget, you can definitely get the scissors that I use at toon45.com for pre-order right now. And as always, man, I appreciate you guys. I also want to make an announcement that Thursday nights at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time on Instagram, we'll be doing kind of like a podcast show. It'll be live streamed, and then we'll keep the audio and upload that to like Stitcher and iTunes and SoundCloud and all that good stuff. So we're just trying to produce content, man. Content that's just gonna help you guys, continue to help you guys, and continue to try to do our best to grow the industry, man. So there it is, man. It's the finished product. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Don't forget to smash that like button. I appreciate y'all. Tried this last time with the prison cut challenge, where I used just a razor blade and a comb, and I pretty much challenged all of YouTube, and nobody ever responded. So we're gonna try this again. I challenge every barber on YouTube to do the scissor and comb only challenge. It's got to be to skin. It's got to be a fade to skin, and at least a 3 on top. At least a 3 on top. All right, let's see what happens.